Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start. First down here for this offense. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Defense not pressing this time. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry up. Ball handed off. Running through the tackle. Breaks loose at the 40. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He would not be denied.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
The kick will be down just inside the 45. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Running back grabs it on a screen, and he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screen play, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
2nd down after the incompletion. Caught quickly. Great move in the open field. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Tar Heels pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catching. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a real...
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, UNC.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running it. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Launching downfield. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it second and medium. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking to scramble now. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. There's the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Yes, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. They'll try a pass here. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Tackle made with a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. QB tries it again here on second and 10. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape and is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
0.
And the Tar Heels will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They've got to get things going here. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Movement here from the tight end. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
A
tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Can be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
The Orange have it now, first and goal.
Green 25. Flip it.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing him down.
Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal.
Ringo, unlock. Rolling.
They'll try to run this one in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
And the extra point was up and good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Catch made at the 10. Touchdown, Tar Heels. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Escapes the sack. Bringing pressure. Extending the play now.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Now it's second down here.
Black 24. Black 24. Clear.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. They're going to run the option. That is a clear no-no. Illegal forward pass cost him 5 yards. Here's the second down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass. That's going to bring up fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that call very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost him anything. And they put together something here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Powering through. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And in reverse here, now a long way to go to convert this third down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They're going to run it. Fighting off the defender. They bring the punter onto the field now. See if he can make a play on this return. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. First down and goal now. Can they punch it in?
Here we go.
They try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. They've got him behind the line. The option doesn't work at all.
On the set.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8.
Jackrabbit.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Powers through a tackle. Touchdown, UNC. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Picks up the first, looking for more. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. The first down, pick up tackle at the 45. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here. The DB's backing off from the line now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to.
That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control. We can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball.